Hey guys, what's up? How are you? Hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jarrell, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing the new foundation from Guerlain Terracotta Le Teint Healthy Glow Natural Perfection Foundation 24 wear, no transfer. This does have a shelf life of 12 months and it's made in France. You can see the consistency of this foundation. It's not runny, and here is the shade in 3W. I purchased this through Sephora. I will link everything that I'm going to be using down below in the description area, just in case you guys are interested. They are affiliated, just in case, and I do really appreciate it if you guys do use my links. Now, going back to the foundation, one of my subscribers requested for me to review this foundation, and I wasn't really interested in it, but then when I read about it, I'm like, okay, now this is my type of foundation. Here is the packaging, very luxurious, very high-end. I ended up picking up the shade in 3W, which I think, based on the model or based on the swatches that I saw, this one is going to work out for me, which I really hope it does. I am going to be using the Glow Wish from Huda Beauty to prime my face, and of course we're going to be using a sponge and a brush just to see how the application is and all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get into the video, but before we do, please don't forget to like and of course subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. If you're new to my channel, check on the description and down below, just in case you guys are interested in any part of this video, whether it's the application, the wear test, how is it going through the day, and my final thoughts and all of that good stuff. But I am going to tell you a little bit about my skin. I am oily to combination. I do have a pretty oily T-zone. I live in a very high humidity area, so sweats do come through for sure. I am pretty normal in the outer part of my face. My concern when it comes to my skin is really just the redness around my nose, my mouth. I do have some discoloration around my mouth. I do have some sunspots or hyperpigmentation right here on my cheeks. You can see it. It's not really super noticeable, but I do like for it to be disguised, not completely cover. My preference when it comes to foundations is definitely a medium coverage and something that is a little bit more on the natural finish. If it's a little bit luminous, I can still work with it and I can prep my skin accordingly, but those are just my preference. This review wear test is definitely going to be an awesome one for you guys, especially if you're waiting for that sale that is coming up really soon. This foundation retails for $62 and is only available online from what I can see. So let me tell you a little bit about this foundation, because this is the reason why I was really curious to try it. A revolutionary liquid to powder foundation with up to 24-hour wear, medium coverage, and no transfer formula for a beautiful, healthy looking glow, luminous matte finish. All of that being said, I am super intrigued because I don't know if that happens to you guys, but let me go ahead and just apply this Huda Beauty now into the skin. Let's go ahead and start with the application, and let me tell you a little bit about what it's like my worst situation that I have to experience a lot because of my foundations. So I'm Hispanic, and the way that we say hi is usually with a kiss or a hug. And what happens whenever I am wearing makeup, it's like super awkward because they don't know why I'm like holding back a little bit or just really standing out my neck. And it's because I don't want to transfer my foundation into their white shirt, into their suit, into their shirts, or anything like that. I just feel absolutely horrible when that has happened to me. It's just so embarrassing because, you know, makeup is really hard to take off on a white shirt or on a suit. Like, you literally have to wash it. So yeah, absolutely. I am so pumped about this foundation if it's really transfer proof. I am going to show you a little bit of this foundation in the back of my hand just so you guys can see the color. All right, so here is the foundation. It's leaning a little bit more on the neutral side, but it could just blend out really nicely. So let's go ahead and just apply it on this side of my face. It does have that high-end kind of scent, that perfume scent to it, which I don't mind. But if you are not into that, then you're definitely not going to like this. I am going to try it with a sponge on this side and see how it works. So I absolutely love the fact that it's a medium coverage. So let's see. So I went ahead and used a little bit more of the foundation. I'm just trying to build it up just a little bit more, especially on the areas that I do have some discoloration, and on my chin, around my nose. But it's building really, really, really nicely. The coverage is definitely a medium coverage. It just evened out my skin, as you can see, comparing it to this side where I don't have any foundation. I do feel like this little friend right here is going to need an extra step to it, which is fine. And also the redness around my nose, that is just normal for me. I do always have to go in with concealer just to cover the redness around my nose. So the shade of the foundation, as you can see, is just blending in into the skin really nicely, and I do like the formula. So let's go ahead and try it on this side now with a brush. And here is the foundation with a brush. It automatically gave me a little bit more coverage, especially around my nose. I can totally see like that redness disappearing. I do like the finish of this foundation, especially with a brush. Like, this is my favorite side right now, totally. And it could be just because I do have this little friend. All right, guys, so here is the skin again, and I went ahead and turned down the lights. All right, guys, so it is at 10 o'clock in the morning. Let's go ahead and finish up this face, and I'll show you the final look with everything applied. Here is the final look when it comes to the skin. All right, guys, so it is at 10:15. The skin is looking really nice and beautiful, except for this part that is being emphasized just a little bit. And I think it has to do with the application with the sponge. I do prefer this side so much right now. It looks really nice and smooth. There's no texture being emphasized whatsoever. So I don't know. It definitely has to do with the application, I believe. So I am going to do my eyes off camera because I do want to film another video, and I'll check back with you guys later on today to see how the foundation is holding up. All right, guys, so it's 3:02 and I gotta go, but here is the skin again. So I will check back with you guys later and give you my final thoughts. All right, guys, so it is 7:30 and here is how the skin looks. So here is the skin. I just finished giving the little one a bath, and I am a little sweaty and a little wet, and that is the reason why I'm not wearing the same shirt anymore. So when it comes to the Transferproof, I mean, it is a little bit, but once you start sweating, your oils start coming through. It definitely transfer. I had to touch up a couple of times because it is pouring here in South Florida, and I did have to like dry my face, and I can see the makeup now not fully transferring like 100%, like all of your foundation is actually coming out, but it is definitely not transfer proof. I will continue to test this foundation for sure, but I do like it. I do like the finish of this foundation, the way that it's actually worn on the skin. I do feel like my redness is speaking through, but everywhere else is looking pretty nice. I am again going to continue on testing this foundation. This is just my first impressions, and upon first impressions, I do really like this foundation. I like the finish, the way that it just blends into the skin. It makes me feel really nice and perfected. I do feel like it's accentuating a little bit of my texture here, but it has to do with the fallout that I had from the eyeshadow. So I know that it's definitely not the foundation, because here on the side of my skin, it really looked nice and smooth earlier today. This side right here, applied with a sponge, it was emphasizing a little bit of my texture more than on this side. So I do like the application with a brush. But yeah, that is it. That is all that I wanted to say in regards of this foundation. I hope that this first impression slash review is a little bit helpful for you guys, just so you guys can have a better idea how this foundation actually worked for the whole entire day. But yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and support. Please don't forget to like and of course subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you next time. Bye. Say bye. You want to say bye?
Bye.
But you have to turn around. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.